What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? It's your boy Cris Style with my guy Clarence. It's a Victory Monday. We got a lot to talk about, deep dive into last night's game. Let's talk Chiefs.
Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to win him early, hear the truth. Tuning every Sunday for the juice. ArrowHead Chief Podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Cris Style, out here repping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? We are here, Victory Monday. Hard-fought win last night against the Tennessee Titans. We got a lot to talk about, but before we go there, what's up, Clarence?
What's cracking, dog?
Nothing,
Victory
man.
Monday.
Yeah, man. It's a struggle last night, but we got there. And we got our boy, one of our guys, always friend of the show, my guy Ty with Sports Talk with T. What's going on, Ty?
What's up, y'all? I'm glad to be on. Thanks for having me like usual. It was almost a heart attack game last night. I'm happy to still be alive. I felt my heart flutter a few times in that fourth quarter, but I'm still here.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I was at the little Chiefs bar out here, and you felt the tension in the air. You know, it wasn't good tension either. You had a couple Titan fans up in there. They talking trash, but, at the end, they was walking out with their heads, head down. All sad. So, all right, let's talk about it, man. Chiefs win 20-17. Patrick Mahomes, 43 of 68, 446, one touchdown in the air, one on the ground. Travis Kelce had 106 yards. Juju had 10 catches for 88. Nicole had 6 catches, 79, and a touchdown. Offensively, there was definitely a struggle. That was the name of the game. Even the first drive, they get down to like the 10. Penalties killed us last night too. The Andrew Wiley, which I thought that was a fluky kind of penalty, but neither here nor there. It was still a penalty that cost us probably 7 right there. We had to settle for 3. And from that point on, it was just like the Tennessee Titans dominated us and made it a game that they wanted to make it, an ugly game, running the football, defense just giving Patrick Mahomes problems. Offensive line played not good at all, like across the board. Orlando Brown, Tooney, Creed, Smith, and Wiley was getting beat up all night. That defensive line was getting was it Jeremy Simmons, Autry, Dupree, all of them. They was giving them problems. So definitely offensive struggle, something, and the run game was non-existent. We couldn't run the football for nothing. I think it was like 10 carries for 14 yards, all combined for the Chiefs. So yeah, it was not a good look for the running game. Something that they definitely, and it's not all on the running backs. It's the offensive line too, because that's supposed to be one of our strengths is our interior offensive line, and they did not play good in the running game either. Last night they was just getting beat up, bullied. But at the end of the day, Patrick Mahomes does what he always does. Over my dead body game. One of those games was like, bumpy. Get out my way and let me go ahead and win this game, because I'll be damned if I lose to Malik Willis on the other side going for 80 yards. I'll be damned if I do that. So, no, we not doing that. And the defense showed up in the first half. They was a little leaky, but kudos to Spags. He made the adjustments in the second half, and you can't say nothing about the defense. They held the Titans to 17 points. That game could have got worse. And they stuck together and they came together and bam, held them to 17 points, and they kept us in that game. If it wasn't for the defense, that game could have got really out of hand. So shout out to the defense and Spags for making adjustments, because a lot of people think that Spags don't make adjustments, but he did make some adjustments. So I got to give him his props. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the game last night?
Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, so I agree with a lot of what you said. The offensive line struggled most of this game, and the running game definitely struggled. Look, he had 10 carries, 14 yards. There was a point at this game where I was frustrated because they ran the ball on a 3rd and 1. So that tells you how unsuccessful the run game was, because I didn't trust this running game to get the 1 yard, and they didn't. But then they ran it back with Hilaire, and he ended up getting it. But the run game struggled. Patrick Mahomes had played one of the best games I've ever seen him play, considering the fact, what the factors into this game, because that's a very good defensive line. That's a very good defense overall. And they were beating that offensive line pretty bad. Even when Bud Dupree got pulled out of the game for a minute, Rashad Weaver, the backup, came in and beat Orlando Brown Jr. on the very next play. So I was a little bit frustrated with the offensive line play in this game. But when you're playing against a defensive line like this, they've done this to pretty much every team except for their first 2 games when they played Buffalo and the Giants. But every other game, they've been able to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. They were controlling the line of scrimmage on pretty much both sides of the ball, except for on the offense side of the ball, because they couldn't get the running game going in the second half with Derrick Henry. The Chiefs really keyed on the run because you knew Malik Willis wasn't going to be forced to make big throws at big times in that game. Mike Vrabel was going to try to hide Malik Willis's arm for this game, was going to try to use Derrick Henry as much as possible, and a lot of that read option stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Go ahead, Clint.
I guess it's my turn. So I don't know. Y'all probably ain't gonna like me too much today. I'm just gonna keep it funky. Listen, when you have a quarterback that has to throw the ball 68 times to try to win a game, so let me ask. Let's start here. If I told y'all Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 68 times, Travis had 10 catches, Juju has 10 catches, give me a score prediction just off of that alone.
Like 40 something to like 10.
Yeah. I would say like 40 something to 20, because if they're throwing the ball that much, they'd have to at least keep it somewhat close.
Yeah.
So where's the balance at on this team? Like, you can't. It's good every now and then to have that or to need that, but when you can't even stay consistent running the football, like, that's a huge red flag. I still believe that they are the top of the AFC. No question about it. But you mean to tell me that you have to rely on this dude to throw you 68 times to give you a performance, 68 passes, 6 carries for 53 yards? Like, where's the balance at when you playing a defense like Vrabel's? Because that's what gets you over the hump against a Vrabel-led team. Any defense that caliber. Like, that 20 should have been 40 if they would have ran the football. But you make an effort to say, we don't have to run the football. Then why you got running backs on your squad? Why even have running backs if you're not going to use them? If you're not going to give them the opportunities? You know, we've been so hard on CEH. Fans have been hard on CEH. He gets demoted. Pacheco is the starter, and yet it's still the same thing. It hasn't changed. Like, they're not running the football. They're not utilizing the backs that they have. That's why Ronald Jones wanted to be gone. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and all these passes, it creates a situation where you're continuously getting four and out, putting that defense right back on the field. You dig what I'm saying? We was without Frank Clark last night. We still got great production out of the defense. Defense held them to 17 points. Derek still did his thing like I expected him to do. But you cannot continuously roll this out week after week after week and expect to continue to be successful. You know what I'm saying? To try to make a deep run in the postseason. I don't know, dog. Like I said, I feel a way about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so happy and chipper about a victory Monday this week. Like, This was ridiculous.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you, and I understand your frustration. Definitely something that needs to be fixed all across the board, from the offensive line to the running backs picking their lanes better. They got to figure this out, and from Andy Reid and them not getting away from the run, they
Yep.
get they gotta and they gotta make more design runs, not so much, because what was killing drives was a lot of times they would just do the same old run up the middle, and it was not there, and it's like, okay, you see it's not there. You need to do something out. Maybe stretch it out a little bit.
But you don't have the backs to go up the middle like that. When you designing them runs, like you got CEH and Jerick McKinnon trying to go up the middle. You know what I'm saying? Those runs should be exclusive for Pacheco and Burton.
Or Ronald Jones if he's ever active.
Yeah.
If they ever activate them. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It can't always be about 15 and 87 and 9 now. It just can't.
No, I agree.
To be successful. Like, come on, man.
No, I agree. They definitely need to work to the strengths of their backs, and what the strengths is for CEH and Gerald McKinnon is in the passing game. That's what their strengths are. Catching the football out the backfield. Where's the screen game at? That's what frustrates me about this team, is that you got two backs who are exclusively great in the screen game, especially McKinnon. McKinnon, that's his bread and butter.
Yep.
You get him in space and out the backfield catching the football, the man is golden. Like, why don't we use him more in that? It's like they get stubborn and enamored to hammer it up the middle. And I get it. You want your running backs to be able to do that. We ain't got, Isaiah Pacheco seems like he's that guy, but is he really? Because he can't even
right.
get it.
And then here's another thing. So we all feel some type of way about Patrick doing a quarterback sneak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been completely taken out of the
offense.
playbook. Okay, so 68 passes. That's exposure. That's unnecessary exposure. Like, you want to protect him from getting hurt on a quarterback sneak, but on the flip side of that, you allow him to throw 68 damn times. Like, make this shit make sense, because it don't.
It don't.
You're right.
And he was getting beat up last night. He
was.
Them defensive linebackers, they was laying the wood on him. Like every step, like he would step up, boom, defensive tackle right on his back or in his chest, and he just kept getting up. Kudos to for his toughness, but it's just like you can't expose your quarterback to that type of hits consistently.
And if he didn't have the pocket presence he does, the Titans could have set a record for sacks in the game, honestly. The way they were getting pressure.
I feel bad for any running back that leaves Kansas City, because he's not going to get evaluated on the type of running back that he is.
Yep.
There's no damn way a running back leaving Kansas City can go out and get the money, the opportunity that they deserve because of the usage that they get here in Kansas City. Like, come on, bro.
And maybe they need to start looking into maybe activating Ronald Jones.
Especially a game like this.
But what difference do it make if he's not going to get the opportunities? You see what I'm saying? Like, Pacheco is the starter. He's supposed to be – he's a volume back. Most like any back. You know what I'm saying? They need touches. You know what I'm saying?
Carries.
Yes, dog. Like, where's that production at in this offense? It's non-existent. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can't give one dude 3 carries, another dude 4 carries, and another dude 5 carries and think, well, we got the touches from that room that we need. No, give those. If I'm done, dog. Go ahead.
I get what you're saying. You need to have a little bit more consistency in the backs, like Pound. If you're gonna start Pacheco and use Pacheco, use him predominantly, and then sparingly you use McKinnon, in the passing
third downs.
Third down in the screen game. Same thing with Clyde. Use him in the screen game, or use him in certain instances in the running game to his strengths. Not hammering him up the middle, but mostly you name Pacheco. He's the starter. He's gonna be the guy. He's gonna get at least 15 carries no matter what. And then the rest of them will get 10, and then McKinnon, he'll get his 8 to 9. But Pacheco is the main guy. He's gonna get 15 carries no matter what, and that's how
no matter what, dog.
Because that's how you get a rhythm. You're right. You get a rhythm. You get the rhythm going. Because some backs are just like Derrick Henry is almost like that, where he gets stronger as the game goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw it in the game. In the second half, they kind of, strayed away from Derrick Henry. And then their momentum went away when they would put that other kid in, Hilliard. Like it was just not the same in the second half. But he's one of those volume type running backs. You have to keep feeding Derrick Henry because he's so big. He's gonna make these defensive linemen they're gonna get tired. And the linebackers gonna get tired of tackling him consistently. So yeah, definitely.
This is Aaron Rodgers all over again, dog.
Yeah, it is.
This is Aaron Rodgers all over again. When the Green Bay went to the Super Bowl, they had James Starks. I can't remember the other kid that was back there behind him, but they had a running game. The year that we won the Super Bowl, we had a running game.
Williams.
And then after Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl, Mike McCarthy went to a pass-happy offense where they running backs wasn't getting no carries. Now we win the Super Bowl, we're in the same situation. Patrick Mahomes throwing the damn ball 68 times, man. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah. This is not a sustainable way to win football games and championships. It's just not.
I agree.
That's facts.
I agree. Definitely. Now, on the brighter side of things, like I said, the defense in the second half, they were pretty dominating. Now I get it. It was Malik Willis, and he ain't gonna throw the ball. Maybe Tannehill probably would have threw the ball, or whatever. But you got to give kudos to the defense. They still showed up and did what they were supposed to do, and containing Malik Willis in the second half and making him have to throw the football to where those corners. They locked down those receivers. They didn't let nobody get off. They didn't let none of these receivers look like superstars because we know as Chiefs fans in the past, we'll go against some backup third string, fourth string wide receivers, and next thing you know, this kid has 150 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that'll be the best game of his life. And then the next thing you know, we never hear from this guy ever again. So kudos to these, and Trent looked good. L'Jarius Sneed made a couple plays. The defensive line cracked down. Them linebackers, Willie Gay was making consistent plays in the second half. Nick Bolton made the play of the game to me with that sniffing out that screen. So the defense was awesome. I have no quarrels other than the first half. I have no quarrels with the defense. Defense showed up and they kept us in this game, and they should get the game ball. I know Patrick Mahomes made the play to get the touchdown and all that, but they deserve the game ball because they are the ones that kept us in the game.
Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I agree. The defense was dominating in the second half. They deserved the game ball because there was points at this game where the offense just could not get anything going at all. It wasn't clicking, and the defense went out there and made another stop and another stop and another. They kept making stops, giving our offense the ball back, and finally the offense came through for the defense. But honestly, you can't expect this defense to do that every game, especially, I feel like a lot of it had to do with them having a backup quarterback. I'm going to be 100% honest. I feel like if they had Ryan Tannehill, they would have gotten some of them key third downs because Ryan Tannehill will use his legs. Obviously Malik Willis is way faster than Ryan Tannehill, but I think Tannehill has more of a better vision. He's been in the league longer, so he knows what to expect. So, but the defense, I have no problem with the way they played last night. Yeah, Derrick Henry got it going in the first half, but what do you expect when you're playing against, one of the best running backs I've ever seen in my lifetime. So no problem with the way the defense played, especially in that second half.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. Like for this type of game, like they was definitely locked into it. They knew what it was going to be, you know what I'm saying? And they accepted that challenge and they showed up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tip your hat to them and give them their props for that. Like, they knew it was a Derrick Henry game. Even with Tannehill out there, it was still going to be a Derrick Henry game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Tannehill for the passes that they'll give him, that offense still don't move without Derrick. Like
Nope.
Derrick Henry, they go as far as Derrick Henry takes them. You dig what I'm saying? So hats off to Nick Bolton because he was fired up. You know what I'm saying? He was locked in all week. Colin Sanders was locked in all week. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Carlos Dunlap. You know what I'm saying? Not having Frank out there, Carlos showed up. You know what I'm saying? Carlos definitely balled out last night. So
He did. He got that sack.
absolutely,
He got a really
dog.
He
important
got
sack.
100 sack. Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. So shout out to Carlos Dunlap, Chris Jones, Colin Saunders.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give definitely Colin Saunders, man. I gotta give Colin Saunders, man. He made a difference in that second half too, especially against the running game. They put him in, and he was a wrecking ball, man. Like he was in on every tackle with Derrick Henry. So I gotta give love. He's been having a great season. Like Colin Saunders is probably one of the unsung heroes on this defense, man. He's been having a really
he been there for them a couple years, dog. It's just been the injuries that's taking him out the field, but he's been that, man. He's been there for real, for real.
Yeah, they sure did, Mark. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
No doubt. No, definitely. I'm loving. I'm not opposed to bringing back Saunders next year.
Me neither.
And remember when the seasons? Remember when the seasons first started? Everybody was talking about they need to cut Colin, and I'm like, are y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Like he's one of the top athletes on the team.
Yep.
Like last year, opening week 1 against the Cleveland Browns, like bro was everywhere, sideline to sideline. Like the dude is so athletic, dog. Like you don't to see a man that size to be able to move like that and have light feet like that. Like, dog, you got to keep that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be expensive to bring him back.
No, absolutely not. Yeah.
Now, I know we had our gripes about the offense, but I want to show love to Juju, man. Juju came up big in big spots, man. Like, this dude right here is showing improvement. This is what I was talking about in the offseason, how Juju was going to be a key to this offense. He was going to bring a physicality and, the kid got hands. He's got great hands, you know what I'm saying? He catches some of the catches that he caught last night were some great catches. Like, Pat put it into space, and he would just catch it. And he was crucial on a lot of third downs, especially in overtime. He made a big overtime catch, and like I said, kudos to Juju. I definitely want to bring Juju back.
Oh, yeah.
Brett Veach need to get on the phone with his agent right now before it's too late and try to work something out now to bring him back. Extend him now and bring Juju back. Because Juju's he's 13th in the league in receiving now. Like the kid is playing, he's having a great season. I think he's coming along. This offense, he's starting to get it. He's starting to build that rapport with him and Travis Kelce. They got that rapport with Patrick. Patrick is starting to trust Juju in crucial moments. So
on the third down,
and that is important. That is very important.
Yeah.
The thing I worry about with the Juju and what you said about extending them, we need to extend them now because when you look at this receiver market, there's not very many guys on there. Juju Smith-Schuster might be, if we don't extend him before the end of the season, he might be the best receiver on the free agent market. And somebody is going to overpay because they're going to have a young quarterback that they want to get a veteran receiver to pair with.
Look for the Chicago Bears.
Yep.
One of those guys, one of the teams that got a young quarterback that, like Ty said, and they're going to pay him. Juju could break the bank next year. If he gets anything 1,100 yards, maybe
look at what Christian Kirk got last year.
So Juju gonna get at least more than that.
Yeah.
So if I'm what's the name? I'm on the phone right now with his agent. I'm like, hey,
what is it gonna take?
Let's work something out. Let's work something out right now. And I want to go. You know what? I want to give a shout out to Hardman too, man. Hardman has been playing his butt off, man, and he had some good catches, and he was the only touchdown that he had in the end zone. Hardman has been playing his butt off this year, man. And I know he gets a lot of flack, but Hardman has been playing his butt off. He's been he's been one of the better receivers on this team. And hey, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Hardman, man. Hardman, he made some crucial catches for us yesterday. So shout out to Nicole Hardman for sure. And congratulations on the new baby coming too, man.
Yep.
All right, man. Let's go to. I want to talk about our new receiver, Kadarius Toney. What is something that you guys saw in Kadarius Toney that could be potential moving forward?
The footwork on one route he ran. I can't really explain what he did, but it was like he was running in, and then he just literally flipped, and then ran the other way, and we ended up getting the first down on it. What I've seen from Kadarius Toney is he adds that element. It's sort of like Mecole Hardman, though. You're going to want to use him underneath, get him in space, and let him make a play.
Yeah. Go ahead, Clint.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still on the fence with it. I mean, I know what he has the capabilities of doing. I used to watch him when he played at Florida, but I mean, it's still early. It's still a lot of evaluation that needs to be done on how they'll use him, what suits him best. Is he able to understand where Pat needs him to be? You know what I'm saying? Especially working against zones and stuff like that. So I hold my judgment on where he is, or because I didn't see enough of him last night. You know what I mean? It wasn't a big enough sample size.
I agree.
So
I agree. I hear what you're saying, but I do say that that one route that he did where he came in, came back. That route was great. And then did you see the block that he put on?
The block. I was going to bring that up too. He laid him out.
So, but no, I'm still like Clarence said, it's not a big enough sample size, but from what the potential you can see it is there.
Yeah.
It is there. It is there. So hopefully they get, and it was interesting that they got him involved early.
The very first play on offense.
Yeah, they got him involved real early. So that was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Hopefully his play allows him to get more plays in the playbook. So
yeah.
So I want to talk about Harrison Buckner because since he's been back, he ain't been that good. He's been missing some kicks, and I don't know. Is it time to panic on Harrison Buckner?
I don't think so. I mean, we don't know for sure if he's all the way right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It's the NFL. You know what I'm saying? The best ability is availability. So, you know what I mean? Did he press this to come back because they needed him back? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think, we get so comfortable being in the position that we've been in since the Patrick Mahomes era. You know what I mean? That we can afford to say, well, is Harrison Butker the right guy? Should we move on? But I think Harrison Butker is fine. You know what I mean? Now, this is what, the second game he's been back. You know what I mean? Wait until December when it gets cold. Wait until December 13th. Better yet, December 13th. It's a game up in Cincinnati. So you know what I mean?
Game, very important.
Yeah. So we'll see. You got that Chargers game, you got that Rams game. So, there's still plenty of time to evaluate that position. But I say for right now, I think he's good, man. Hell, he would push kicks last year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But he's clutch though.
I think he's good. I really equate it to like, and this is going to be another basketball analogy. I know I do this a lot, but it's like a 3-point shooter that struggles at the free throw line. You see that sometimes and you're confused, but he can hit the long field goals. It's once it gets under I think it was 35 yards, he struggles a little bit. It could just be the way, he does have a big leg. So honestly, what I think is he's probably not practicing those under 35-yard kicks in practice. He's probably focusing on the 50-plus yarders, the 40-plus yarders. but I think
Yeah.
he'll be okay.
Yeah, I agree. I think Harrison Butker, he'll be fine. You know, by the time playoff comes, I think he'll be all right. You know, I just think, like you guys said, he's been out. He's getting back in the flow of things. You know, Buckner always has these games, you know, this time in the period of the season where he's missing 35 chip shots, but he'll boot a 62-yarder.
Yep.
So you got to take the good with the bad with Harrison Butker.
Yeah, you do.
Trial by arrow, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I mean, the Raiders got Carlson, who I think he ain't missed a kick in 2 years.
Yep.
But you see, their damn record is what?
I got a funny story about that game. So I'm at work, right? And I got a homie that works in one of the lounges at my job. So I'm in there shooting the shits with him, and it's 17-0 at the time. So I'm like, man, I got this. Y'all got this, man. Y'all gonna win the game, man. And he's like, man, he said, I only feel comfortable when they down by 17. I don't like when they up by 17. So I think they kicked the field goal, and it was up by 20, whatever, 20-3 or something like that. So as soon as they start getting their stuff together and they march down the field and score, I kind of looked at him like this. And he gave me this look like,
yeah.
See what I say? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog.
So I walked away like, they get it together. Next thing you know, I look up 27-20. What happened? How y'all blow that lead like that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was bad.
Can't win a game to save their life. It's bad, bro.
Oh man, how did y'all blow that lead? That is bad. You right.
Yeah, he should have never left Green Bay. Yeah, he should have stayed.
Him and Aaron over there struggling.
Yep.
Green Bay looks terrible. They are not making the playoffs this year at all.
Rodgers is doing too many psychedelics in the off season, so
he's gonna be doing some more.
Yeah, it's bad over there. It's bad.
He's gonna be doing some in January because he ain't gonna be in the playoffs.
It's gonna be early this year.
Start making that trip now. So, who is your guys' player of the game?
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, 460 passing yards, 60 rushing yards. The third down rushes was what was needed. You know, that 3rd and 16, I believe it was. He had that 20-yard rush. 3rd and 9, he scored the touchdown, and he laid Jeffrey Simmons into the dirt. That little fake move. That was nice, but it's got to be Patrick Mahomes, man. I mean, he put the whole team on his back last night on the offensive side of the ball.
Go ahead, Clarence.
I gotta go defensively. I'm gonna give it to the linebackers and the D-line to stay locked in for 4 quarters the way that they did. It was a battle, you know what I'm saying? And they knew the assignment and they got it done. You know what I'm saying? Like we finally seeing a front that we've been waiting on, you know, to play as one unit and be able to get stops at key times and get pressure on the quarterback and get sacks. So got to give it to the defense. In my humble opinion, we expect Pat to be Pat. You know what I mean? But we always want that defense to step up and be able to get key stops and stop teams. And they've been doing it all year. You know what I mean? You look at that Buffalo game, 24 points, whereas last year was 40 points? That Sunday night game, Buffalo came to Kansas City.
Yep.
So
35 or it was in that range.
Yeah. So hats off to Spags. Hats off to all them boys along that defensive front and Nick Boat and Willie Gay. They stepped up and balled out last night, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with Clarence. I'm giving it to the whole defense. I think the defense as a whole, they're the reasons why we were in that game, man. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If the defense didn't show up, especially in that second half, we would have lost last night. I mean, let's just call it what it is, you know. If Derrick Henry would have got off like he got off in the first half, if he had got off just one time, just one. Yep. We lose that game, man. And they made Spags and that defense made the proper adjustments, contained contain that read option from Malik Willis because
Mhm.
that was one of the things that I was scared of in this game
Yep.
was Malik Willis's legs. Will it be one of those
Yeah.
games where he's just gonna run all over us and we just ain't got no
Mhm.
answer for him? But
Mhm.
kudos to them. They made the proper adjustments. They went out there and they did their thing. And man, hopefully
Mhm.
they could continue to build on this. You know, without Frank Clark, you know, we're gonna have to play Jacksonville without Frank Clark again. And now this one, you know, say what you want. Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Malik Willis. He can throw the football.
Oh yeah.
And he can run. And he can run. So we're gonna have our hands full next Sunday. Don't sleep on the
Mhm.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Do not sleep on them. They
Mhm.
They've been in every game they played this year.
every game. So you know,
Mhm.
Trevor Lawrence is like he ain't no joke.
Mhm.
Like he's
No.
better than Malik Willis. You know, because he can
Absolutely.
throw and run. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
that's gonna be another
They got
test.
more
for the
weapons
defense.
too.
Zay Jones and you know Chad, you know Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
And they
Travis
they
Etienne.
just as fast on defense as the Titans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a challenge, dog.
that defensive
They
line
got
is
a
great.
line.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen and who was trying to get. Well, they say they was trying to get him, but
They
you know,
weren't trying to get him.
Trayvon Walker, you know what I'm saying? Levon Kayson, like
yeah,
they got some dudes.
yeah, they got some guys over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to show some love to a former Chiefs player because this guy is having an amazing season. And I don't think y'all notice it out there because I know, if it ain't Chiefs football to y'all don't pay attention. We got to show love
Yeah.
to Tyreek Hill, man. He got to show real love to Tyreek.
He's cooking, man.
It's week 9 and the man got 1,100 yards. What are we doing right now? Why is he not being talked about as the best receiver in the league right now?
Thank you.
And he's with Tua, man. Like he's making Tua look good, not the other way around. He's making Tua look good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many times I done watched them and he underthrown that man? He had to come back and get the ball and still
yesterday
run
too
10 more yards. Like
Mm-hmm.
we gotta show love to Tyreek Hill, man. I know Chiefs Kingdom, y'all mad because he was saying all this stuff about Pat and Andy and the offense.
That was all for the podcast.
That was for pot. That was fluff. That was get ratings. He don't mean that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't mean that. Well, you gotta show love.
Let's break this all the way down. When he first came to Kansas City, they was trying to put him into that Meat Cole box.
Yeah,
Gadget dude, kick returns, punt returns, occasionally at running back, and Reek worked his ass off to be a wide receiver. He should have been ranked the top wide receiver 2 years ago in that top 100 that the players vote on, because year in and year out, you have seen him get better and better. And proof is in the pudding, dog. Like Tyreek is the best wide receiver in the league right now. Like can't nobody say nobody's doing it better than him.
No.
And he don't have a Travis Kelce with him now. He got young dude Waddle. You dig what I'm saying?
Waddle is pretty nice.
Waddle's balling because he's eighth in the league in receiving.
Yeah. And everybody know that Tyreek is gonna get the ball and he still got 1,100
and he's still
yards
getting it. Yeah.
Because nobody can stop him, man. You can't play man to man on him. You play zone, he gonna kill you.
Come on, come on, bro.
He's a problem, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to Tyreek Hill, man.
He's a coverage buster.
He's having a great season, man.
I'm
always gonna show love to our former players.
I think so, Mark. I really think so.
I seen that comment too. Boy, break Calvin Johnson's record. What is this? Is it 2000?
So. Yeah, I think so.
I think he could do it. Or is Cooper Kupp hold the record?
No, it's Calvin.
He can break that record.
I think he will.
He's gonna break it easy. He'll break it by week 14, bro.
He gonna have like 2,500 yards.
Yeah, he's that dude. And the crazy part,
bro.
And the crazy part is, what's your name's on a record season 2 with Patrick. Patrick is doing it. He's projected to get 5,500 yards. So it's they both showing that yes, they were great together, but they
don't need each other.
They don't need each other, man. they are great without each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that was the talk of the offseason. Who's gonna miss who more? And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Tyreek was gonna miss Patrick more than Patrick missed him. But it shows they don't miss each other.
Yeah, nobody's missing nobody.
Because this is what I think Tyreek wanted. He wanted to be the man. And he knows that with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
It's Travis, yeah.
He was the third. He's third on the pecking order when it comes to superstars.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's true too.
Yeah, he does. So most definitely, man. Shout out to Tyreek Hill, man. He deserves all the flowers and kudos and all that good stuff. So
especially for my fantasy team.
My boy Stan say he got you yesterday.
Yeah,
thank God for Patrick. He said thank God
Patrick
for
Mahomes got me.
I was trying to get that man to trade me Patrick Mahomes, and he would not.
He wouldn't do it.
Freaking button, man. He wouldn't give it to him, man. I was trying to convince him, man. Justin Herbert's just as good. Justin Herbert is just as good, man. He gonna get you the young. he wouldn't. And now he's happy. He's happy that he didn't do it. So now I might have to settle for him giving me Justin Herbert. So whatever. Whatever. Because Matthew Stafford is out here stinking up the joint.
Yeah, every week in and week out, man.
God.
1 year wonder.
Cost my ticket yesterday, too. Cost me my ticket.
Man.
Ain't let that horrible Buccaneers team come back on you.
Hey, that's Tom. That's Tom over there, bro.
He got dust on his body right now.
Hey, still Tom.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, if the Jets would have beat the Patriots last week, when Zach Wilson absolutely just threw that game away, they would be number one in the division.
Yeah, they would. They would. But oh well. Bills are not looking. Josh Allen ain't been looking too good these past 2 weeks. That's my opinion. He has not looked good at all. All right, fellas, man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
I just wanted to say one more player to highlight, Noah Gray, because on that third down in the overtime, he had that was like almost like a Travis Kelce-like catch, except for Kelce would have caught it the first time. It wouldn't have been juggled, but still, Noah Gray deserves some love for that.
Yeah, Noah Gray caught a couple big catches. Yesterday. So Noah Gray, he's definitely showing improvement from year 1 to year 2. So I would, and like Patrick said in his press conference, he feels like, Noah should get more looks. He said there are plays where it's supposed to be Noah Gray, but you go to Travis, So, but why wouldn't you? Because it's Travis Kelce. But still, I would like them to see them use Noah Gray a little bit more in the past.
Jody.
Yeah, Jody too. Jody too. So we talk about that every time. We can talk about that, but Andy Reid ain't gonna never do it on consistent. He'll never do it on.
He gonna bring him in the red zone, but that's about it.
Right.
Yep. Never bring him in.
Yeah, I was reading that. Go ahead.
Yeah, that Chargers game was a pretty good game. I can't believe that dude picked the ball up, fumbled it.
Yeah, Chargers trash. I hate him. I hate him. I want them to lose every game from here on out.
Yeah.
Raiders too, and Broncos.
The
Broncos go without question. Yeah.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Yeah, they about to ride to a loss.
Yeah. Let's ride to the couch during the playoffs.
He has.
Yeah, Justin Watson too.
He's that dude that just, he always just gonna make a big play. He ain't gonna be consistent. He ain't gonna get you he ain't gonna get you 6 or 7 catches.
It's gonna be one big play.
It's gonna be that one catch for 78 yards and a touchdown. That's what Justin Watson is.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Let's go ahead and land this thing. Tomorrow, I got a Jacksonville podcast coming on. Called the Jag War Podcast. They're part of the locker room.
Go ahead, dog. I'm listening, bro.
Oh my god.
But no, they're part of the locker room. Every morning quarterback affiliate. They coming on tomorrow to talk about Jacksonville and Chiefs tomorrow. That'll be around 4:00. So what's that? 6:00 your time, Clarence? So yeah, 6:00 Central Time.
What's their name again, Chris? I say what?
I hope you don't see this because he's gonna not want to come on.
Hey man. I'm just asking a question. You can't be mad at me. I'm just asking a question. I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying?
They're called the Jaguar podcast. Oh man, I hate y'all. Why y'all got me laughing?
And I'm back.
Yeah.
Why y'all got me laughing? I ain't supposed to be laughing at this dude like
I'm right there with you, Stu.
Yeah, see? The Jaguar podcast.
Is it raw or
See? Look, Clarence, look. There it is right there. Well, they're gonna be on tomorrow. Talk Chiefs and Jacks.
Oh man.
So yeah. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. Come check us out. And I ain't do this in the beginning. I'm slipping, y'all. I want to give a shout out to Every Morning Quarterback. You know, our sponsor. We link down at the bottom the link, emqpodcast.com/locker-room. If you go to that, you'll see locker room access. There'll be a ton of podcasts where there'll be, a Chargers podcast. There's a 49ers podcast. The Jaguar podcast is on there. And my podcast, Arrowhead Chief Podcast.
Man.
Stop it, Mark. Can't be doing that, man. But so yeah, go on there, check out all the podcasts.
Man, this turned into a roasting session real quick.
They are, man, because they beat the Raiders yesterday, so they get to come on. So, but yeah, go to that and check them out. Every Morning Quarterback. They got their own podcast. They got a betting podcast, so check them out, man. And if you are a first-time listener and you want to listen to us on audio, you could go to any streaming platform, whether it be Anchor, Stitcher, Breaker, Apple, Google. Check us out, follow us, subscribe. Go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel, and follow us, man. And you can listen to all of our pods. Go back to listen to the past ones, whether you're working out, driving in the car, at work, whatever. Listen to us, man. Rock with us. So, and if you want to follow us on social media, we're on all social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Follow us, AH Chief Podcast. We'll follow you back because of why, Clarence?
Because we're not Hollywood. Let it burn.
So yeah, we're not Hollywood. We'll follow you back. We want to hear from y'all, feedback, critiques, anything that you guys have. We want to hear from y'all. He's still laughing at the pod.
He got me going, man.
Man, you can't do that tomorrow, though.
I'm not, man. I promise, man. I'm gonna act like I got some sense.
You can't do that tomorrow.
I'm getting it out, bro. I'm getting it out.
You can't do that.
I'm getting it out my system. I can't sit up here and announce this, man, and be like, Jag, we got the Jag.
How you gonna say it tomorrow, though? Come on, get practice. Come on, bro.
Roar.
Jag roar. Come on, dog. Work on it, Chris.
We got the Jaguar. I ain't gonna put no extra roar on it.
Clarence gonna have to mute himself. You got to turn the camera off.
Hey man, I'm be locked in.
31-10 Chiefs this week. We better.
No, I'm not saying that.
It better. We'll see.
Mm. Is it in
But,
Duval or is it here? That's
it's
here,
here.
right?
Or there. It's there.
It's in Duval?
No, it's in Kansas City.
Oh, it's in Kansas City. All right.
Got back-to-back home games until we go on the road against the Chargers, the Lightning Bolts, and then
I thought the Rams was first. Okay, so it's Chargers then Rams. All right.
Yeah.
And then the vaunted Cincinnati Bengals. Wow.
I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Chris.
Exactly. Don't look past them.
Yeah, man, we know that. I'm not.
No,
I
I'm
just
not
told
either.
you. I just told you what Trevor Lawrence can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And don't forget about Travis Etienne either.
Yeah.
That kid's a
He's
ball.
been looking good ever since they got rid of
Robinson.
James Robinson. Yeah. And they got Jermichael Hasty
Yep.
backing him up. Evan Ingram has been making plays for them.
Yep.
Wow.
Evan Ingram.
Oh, drop ball himself.
Yeah, couldn't catch a cold in New York. Now this dude is routing everybody up. I'm like, come on, dog. That's
what the homie said. He a Giants fan. He was like, no, man, you see the Ingram, he out there playing good for them. I said, it'd be like that.
Routing motherfuckers up, man. It's unreal.
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
Mm-hmm. They do.
He gonna get a paycheck too, though. This season.
Because he's a freakish athlete. Like there's potential is there, but it's just
injuries and catching the ball.
Yeah, thing you're supposed to do. So yeah. But all right, fellas, y'all have a good rest of y'all day.
See you.
See y'all tomorrow.
Always a pleasure.
See y'all tomorrow. We talk Jags and Chiefs. Let's get it going. Y'all have a good day.
Y'all be easy, bro.
See y'all, man. The Jaguar Park.